What's up, guys? It is mp4podcast.com, and I got some great news for you Nintendo Wii users. Nintendo is looking to invest more money and move people around a little bit in the studios to bring back other great Nintendo IPs, such as Metroid, Wave Race, Star Fox, and maybe Chia Robo. I'm reading this off of Destructoid. But that's something I think Nintendo should have been doing before. I think Nintendo should invest more into their studios. A lot of times what they were doing is they would hire Namco, they would hire Sega, other companies to make other Mario games like Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. Those are all good games and so, but one of the problems that I feel that Nintendo does have sometimes is that they rehash the same IPs over and over again. I'm not saying they're technically rehashed games over and over, because they are solid and they do have good gameplay. But there are only so many times certain people will have an interest in Mario or Zelda. And I think Nintendo has to offer other things on top of that, such as X from Monolith Studios. You know, I wish Nintendo had a shooter coming out that was like Titan, that's coming out on the Xbox. I just think it would be a wise choice for Nintendo to really sink its teeth into some other studios and bring up some other IPs. I would love to see a Kid Icarus for the Nintendo Wii U. That's something I think they should have been thinking of a long time ago. Maybe they are and they're just not talking about it. But Nintendo is a very profitable company. They can put money into more studios and it's not going to hurt them financially at all. And I think if they do bring these IPs up and they can put out AAA titles, the Wii U will sell much better. But it just seemed to me that Nintendo was focused on Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Smash Brothers, those games, and they probably thought third-party games were probably going to sell good enough where they didn't have to bother doing some of these other things. But maybe the slow Wii U sales might have been a blessing in disguise that we didn't really even think of. Think about it. Nintendo Wii U it's not selling that good. So Nintendo now has to get thinking. And they're really thinking, I was like, how are we going to get people to buy this? How are we going to get people in the store to pick up a Nintendo Wii, bring it to the register, and plop down $350 or $300? I think there will be a price drop once the new consoles hit the shelves, like the Xbox One and the PS4. I'm thinking that the 32 gig model will drop down to $300. But if they can at least bring out some more great titles, I think Nintendo has a fighting chance in this console war, because they do got some great IPs. The one thing that does kind of suck about some IPs, Nintendo, I gotta blame you also, but a lot of other companies, they have great IPs, but sometimes you wait decades for sequels, okay? It's aggravating when you have to wait that long for a sequel. When they only have so many teams to put out a AAA game, they should probably invest more in some more studios. Their games are profitable, so if they can put out more games, that's good. Even if a couple of these games maybe get an 8 or an 8.5, at least they're on the right track. Okay. Now, I do want to say one thing about the Nintendo Wii, and I'm showing this game for an example. This is Capcom, and if I can pronounce it right, because I have a hard time remembering, Tetsuko or whatever it's called. I really do like the art style in this game. If they made a sequel to this game, I would even want the graphics improved. Keep in mind, this was running on the Wii U. Excuse me, not the Wii U, the Wii, okay? This runs on the Wii. I was playing on the Wii U because the Wii backwards compatible. But I kind of like the Jaggies a little bit. It looks like, 1999 arcade graphics, okay? It looks cool. I like it. It has that magic of Dreamcast a little bit. And what I'm trying to say is, sometimes you don't necessarily need more powerful machines to have amazing graphics. Sometimes if you can nail the art style, that's all you need. And right now I am playing Gangsta Vegas from Gameloft. It's kind of like a GTA clone, but I really like the graphics. I like that PS2 generation, you know, especially on the Retina screen. I really like it where it's just texturing and it's a little bit blocky and it has that little bit of a cartoon look to it. I probably would not want that game to look like GTA 4 or whatever it's going to look like the next GTA on Xbox One and PS4. I kind of like some of these games that are from last gen because of the art style. But I'm not saying we shouldn't go for better graphics. You know, I want to see what the Xbox One and the PS4 can do. Basically what I'm saying is, you know, South Park, would you want South Park to look more realistic? No. It has an art style that delivers and it's funny. Would you want Beavis and Butthead to look better, more realistic? No. Take cartoons like the Justice League or whatever. Would you want those to look super realistic, you know, the way Warner Brothers draws their characters on Cartoon Network? No, you kind of like that style, okay? And that's where they are, and it has that look to it. So if you can nail the art style, sometimes that's all you need, okay? And I'm real happy that Nintendo is going to invest more into the Nintendo Wii. So this is what my message to people who are thinking about buying the Nintendo Wii, okay? Go in with the mindset that you're going to play games that you can't get anyplace else. Go in with the mindset that you're going to go to other worlds and other beautiful imaginations that just cannot be experienced anyplace else. I'll be playing X Monolith next year, sometime in 2014, and it's gonna be different. I'm gonna be in this sci-fi world, open world, Max, Mad Max, cars, and it's gonna be really cool. And I know people have compared, The Witcher 3 because that's next-gen graphics, open world. But tell you the truth, I'd rather be in a sci-fi world than be in the Witcher universe. Even though I have nothing against the Witcher, I'm just more of a sci-fi person, okay? I love Lord of the Rings. I have all the Lord of the Rings movies. But my heart, I still like Star Wars. I still like Star Trek. I like science fiction. I like anime like Robotech, Technoman, Tekkaman with the Japanese name. I like that stuff more. So I'm happy to finally have a game that fits my personality. It's like, hey, that's talking to me. I want to go to the store and go buy it right now. Think of the Nintendo Wii like that. If they have things that interest you, then you should probably think about picking up a Nintendo Wii. Because I'm going to tell you something. No console in the history of video game has been a total waste of money. No console. I bought an Atari Jaguar. I had a blast playing Alien vs. Predator. That was one of the best versions of Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, back in the day, yeah, it's old, whatever. The 3DO, I had a blast playing the 3DO, Total Eclipse, Shockwave, list goes on and on. There weren't amazing systems like selling millions and millions of consoles, but they did have their classics and their great games. So think of the Wii U, maybe not like that, because Nintendo's probably going to be able to turn it around, but there's going to be great games from the Nintendo Wii U. And definitely keep an eye out for X from Monolith Studios. So once again, guys, this has been MP4Podcast.com signing out. And definitely pick up this game. This is an awesome fighter for the Wii. Play on the Wii U is Capcom versus Tenochtitlan. I can't remember the name. Whatever. I'll leave an iTunes link in the description box of this video and the Destructoid story that I researched and so on. So once again, guys, this is MP4Podcast.com signing out. And if you're new to my channel, then subscribe. Take it easy, guys, and have a good one. Later. Bye.